Have you checked every pocket of your backpack lately? It may sound like a strange question, but one forgotten item can turn your dream cruise into a legal nightmare before you even step off the ship. This week, we're breaking down the updated U.S. travel advisory for one of the Caribbean's most popular cruise destinations and what it really means for cruise passengers. Plus, Carnival reveals its next generation of mega ships. Celebrity is giving Reflection a major makeover. Port Canaveral and Galveston are planning for even more cruise growth. MSC is making embarkation easier for some guests. And I'll have a travel advisor tip that could save you money on your next Norwegian cruise. I'm Angela from Grab Your Bags Travel, and this is the Wake Report. The U.S. State Department has updated its travel advisory for the Turks and Caicos Islands, which includes Grand Turk, one of the Caribbean's most popular cruise ports. The update has raised questions among cruisers, but the important thing is understanding what actually changed and what it means for your vacation. The advisory continues to emphasize the territory's strict firearms and ammunition laws. Even a single forgotten round of ammunition in a backpack, purse, or carry-on can result in arrest and serious legal consequences. If that sounds familiar, it's because many of us remember the case of Tyler Wenrick, an American who was arrested after authorities discovered ammunition in his luggage. He maintained he had no idea it was there, but under local law, intent wasn't the issue. The case became international news and served as a wake-up call for travelers. Since the advisory was updated, officials in Turks and Caicos have pushed back, saying the destination remains safe for visitors and pointing out that millions of tourists, including cruise passengers, visit every year without incident. They argue the advisory simply reflects enforcement of existing laws, not an increase in crime or danger. So what does this mean if you have a cruise to Grand Turk booked? For most cruisers, probably very little. Cruises should always be aware of possible pickpocketers or scammers when out and about, and that's for any destination. Cruise lines continually monitor destinations around the world. If they believe a port presents a genuine safety risk, they adjust itineraries. We've seen Royal Caribbean recently extend its suspension of Labadee visits until June of 2027 because of the ongoing situation in Haiti. And Norwegian recently altered an itinerary because of regional security concerns in the Mideast. Cruise lines have a long history of putting guest safety first when conditions warrant it. So the takeaway isn't to cancel your cruise, it's to be prepared. Before you leave home, thoroughly check every backpack, hammer bag, purse, suitcase, and carry-on. Make sure there's no forgotten ammunition, spent shelling case, or anything else prohibited. Spending 2 minutes checking your bags could save you from a vacation-ending mistake. Now, Carnival Cruise Line has officially unveiled Carnival Destiny, the first ship in its brand new Ace Class, scheduled to debut in 2029. Carnival says these ships will introduce an entirely new design philosophy focused on bringing guests closer to the ocean.
She will be the most outward-facing ship in our fleet, with more ocean views across more spaces. She will feature a reimagined lanai deck, more than 4.5 acres of glass, the most balcony cabins with ocean views at sea, and more than 70% of our dining, entertainment, and signature guest experience will be delivered brand new.
It's always exciting when a cruise line launches a completely new class because it gives a glimpse into where the industry is headed over the next decade. I'll definitely be following this story as more details are released. And how do you like Carnival giving purpose to a retired ship name? Destiny was first introduced in 1996 and then renamed as Carnival Sunshine in 2013. So let me know in the comments if you like Carnival bringing back an older ship name. If you've been waiting for Celebrity Reflection to receive the full Revolution-style treatment, your wait is almost over. Celebrity has announced a major 2027 refurbishment that will add 13 new venues and bring many of the experiences found on the newer Edge series ships to the Solstice class favorite. For longtime Celebrity fans, this is welcome news. Reflection has always been one of the most popular ships in the fleets, and these enhancements should keep her competitive for years to come. If you're considering sailing Reflection before or after the refurbishment, I'd love to hear your thoughts. Is the classic Solstice design still your favorite, or do you prefer the newer Edge class ships? The cruise industry isn't just investing in new ships, it's investing on land as well. Port Canaveral has unveiled plans for a reimagined cruise terminal and new parking garage designed to improve the arrival experience for millions of passengers who cruise from Central Florida each year. Meanwhile, the Port of Galveston is taking the next step toward possible fifth cruise terminal by launching a mobility study to address future traffic and transportation needs as cruise demand continues to grow. It has been reported that Royal Caribbean is highly interested in that new terminal. They already sailed 2 ships out of Galveston. To me, these projects are another reminder that the cruise industry continues to invest in the future, making it easier for more people to get on the ships while improving the guest experience before they even board. Now, if you're sailing MSC from Seattle, your embarkation day may become a little less stressful. MSC has introduced a new airport-to-ship process that allows eligible guests, the ones who are using MSC airport transfers and flying into Seattle, to complete portions of their cruise check-in before arriving at the terminal. This helps them move through embarkation more quickly. This digital remote check-in is only for Seattle passengers at this time, and it will be interesting to see if MSC eventually expands this program to other home ports. This also means that people are flying on the same day as their cruise, which, as an advisor, I don't really recommend doing. And I have a story for you next week from a colleague of mine that will explain why, so don't miss it. Now, before we wrap up, it's time for this week's travel advisor tip. Norwegian Cruise Line is currently running something a little different. Its first ever semi-annual sale. This sale are for select sailings, and they have removed sailings already off their list because of high demand. Now, this is what you get. Free prepaid service charges for guests 1 and 2 on balcony staterooms and above. That's a big savings for Haven guests. Booking window is for now until July 20th. A lot of the applicable sailings are 4 nights or longer and even include newer ships. I've already helped several clients take advantage of this promotion and save some great money. So if you've been thinking about booking a Norwegian cruise, don't wait too long. Once the sale ends, those savings may be gone. That's all for this week's Wake Report. I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Which story caught your attention the most? Are you excited about Carnival's new Ace-class ships? Looking forward to Celebrity Reflections makeover? Or do you have thoughts on the updated Grand Turk travel advisory? If you found today's episode helpful, I'd really appreciate it if you'd give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're new, and share it with someone planning a cruise. Thanks for watching. Happy cruising.